Alright, let's see if this shirt's going to work, because a white one sure as heck doesn't. Not too bad. There we go. Hello everyone, this is Ranger XRX, and tonight I'm going to be continuing my single-player campaign of Power Wash Simulator. Throw out the social media stuff. There's Discord, there's X, and I'm kind of messing around with the idea of maybe potentially playing some music. I need some royalty-free music because there's really not music in this game. So this is Clean the Treehouse. This is $1,550. You kidding me? That looks like that's going to be a huge job. So we're going to do Clean the Drill first. Is this the Dirt Finder General? I've been given your details by the mayor as the person who wash things and keep the dirt to themselves. Meet Holy Moly, my subterranean mining unit. It's a one-man excavator. They use the scour beneath the earth's crust for valuable mineral deposits. Well, not me personally. I just tell them where to dig. Anyway, you may find some unusual mineral traces during the clean. Please dispose of them judiciously. $250. It's inside the garage. Whose garage it is, I don't know. But it shouldn't be that big of a job. So first, we got to do the obligatory check with the garden gnome and the soccer ball. There's the stool, so that's the piece of equipment. Interestingly enough, I'm not getting prompt to move that stole. Why am I not getting the prompt to move that stole? Really? So I wonder if, well, yeah, I think this stole has been disabled or something, so we'll go biggie game. I'm gonna look for, over on YouTube, some royalty-free metal. Copyright-free metal music. $56 videos. I don't know if I want dark techno. Excuse me. We'll try this. This is royalty-free heavy metal instrumental Game Over from Jacob Lazat on YouTube, who was posted 6 years ago. So I'm gonna take his word that it's royalty-free. But nobody watches my streams anyway, so I'm not sure why Twitch would care. Alright, let's see what we can get away with here. It's interesting that I don't have a stole, but... Wow, it's gonna be some heavy freaking dirt. I'm just not going to waste my money on cleaners. The carousel was gimmicky. It really didn't need cleaners. It was just pain in the ass. So this is the Caterpillar tread. What else? also counts as the thread. I think this is going to be the only part of the thread. We're knocking it down significantly. That's the wheel drive, that's not the thread, so we're not. I mean, I do have to clean it, yeah, but Caterpillar thread. So we got, what does that count as? That's Caterpillar thread. It's not letting me see it. Yeah, it counts as a thread. So we need a shorter extension one. It's getting really touchy. Come on, guys. So the Caterpillar thread is not done. Seriously, guys? How am I supposed to get that if I can't fucking get this close? Is there a thread on the bottom? Yeah, okay. Well, no, it's a separate Caterpillar thread altogether. So is that, it's actually really uniquely designed. Hey Naked Jam, how are you doing this fine Friday evening? Hopefully you're having a good start to your assorted weekend activities. I'm trying not to rage quit this game. I did on something the other night. I played a job called the Mayor's Mansion, which was just complete bullshit. And I rage quit the stream and had to power through it off stream just to get it done. I these windows? What the hell are these things? Why would there be... Oh, that's an armored panel. Okay. It wouldn't be a window on a dirt digger. But this thing is going to be a little bit on the obnoxiously involved side of completion. I've been hitting this armored panel. So all 4 of these armored panels are going to count towards that. Or no, just 2 of them. So we don't need to get every speck of dirt, we just need to get a percentage amount done from each panel. This whole freaking assembly is called the armored panel. Okay. So, that's going to be my bad. I think it's a wasted free day about some son of some entity that supposedly got abused and resurrected. So yeah, wasted opportunity today. Teach learn. Some people are reduce it to the most base terms, and I don't intend to, but for example, my boss let us all off 2 hours early today. Did they do that for Ramadan? No. Do they do that for other holy days? My knowledge, no. So one could argue that... I'm just going to shut up now. And I'm going to focus on cleaning dirt. So I am trying something a tad bit different tonight. In the background you hear what allegedly is royalty-free heavy metal music from YouTube. And the reason why I'm playing that is because this game does not really have music with the exception of a few maps. The carousel job at a circus had just the carousel itself played this annoying repeat loop music file that you had to turn the carousel off to stop hearing it. But I could have turned down the music volume. I could have done that. For me to be fair. They put an awful lot of detail into this dirt digger. So I'm wondering if whoever made this game also has some type of, I don't know, Deep Rock Galactic kind of game out there that they pulled this from. But anyway, the majority of this game does not have a music soundtrack per se that plays in the background. So yeah, I'm kind of playing music just simply to stay ahead of the sleep curve, because the spray does kind of raw you after a while, especially if you have a decent pair of headphones. And again, even though this game does not model water runoff, which it shouldn't, because that would be putting it into a different sphere of simulation, more hardcore. It shouldn't, because that's not what this game's about. I am still trying to do it top to bottom, try to approach this at least what I think would be realistic for a power washer. Of course, and again, I'm not a power washer. I have a power washer. that I do need to use on my driveway, but I need to mow the grass first this weekend. And then obviously in real life, a power washer wouldn't have dirt vision like I do. They wouldn't get a percentage, they wouldn't get a calculation being made by the game in the background about total surface area and giving you credit for a part when you clearly haven't seen every little nook and cranny of the part. I'm going to go with the extension one here because I need to get a little bit more force. And I'm damn sure not going to pay for cleaning fluid because that is just a trap in this game. It's a damn dirty trap. There, so we just got credit for that whole panel, which is sweet. Probably focusing on scrap dirt that I don't, because this thing is called the drill head and there probably should only be one drill head, which there is. So if I get the vast majority of the dirt off the drill head, I think we'll get credit for it. Go back to the stubby gun. Also, it's never a same day even because it's determined by the moon cycle. Aren't all days kind of like that? See, even this is the level of detail I appreciate in this game. Even though this is an absolutely ridiculous vehicle that nobody would have sitting in their garage because it's an underground, basically drill that you climb into and pilot. I appreciate the level of detail that there's actually a twist to the drill head. Why I feel compelled to point that out, I have no idea. So we just picked up our second star. We do have enough stars right now to buy the best pressure washer in the game, which is the Professional Duty Prime Vista Pro. It was gated behind a 90-star rating. We blew past that. We're now at 107 stars. But it's $5,000 for this thing. And all that's going to give me is 2 more ticks on Encrusted. And then all that does is give me 1 more tick. Wait a minute, medium duty, 2 more. Oh, so it's 2 more ticks. So what this tells me is on encrusted or embedded dirt, I'm going to have to do multiple passes. So like when you see this stuff that survives the initial spray, that's going to be your encrusted, embedded, tough, stubborn, ingrained, oily. Not necessarily oily, but it's going to be the shit that doesn't get obliterated on the first pass. This was real. There should be basically a accumulation of water on the garage floor. There is no drain in this garage. I did see this garage. I did a small bicycle in this garage, and there is no drain in the floor. Again, the game does not have to model that stuff. That's not what this game is. The one thing I would have liked to see this game do, and I would like to see it do in a future version of this game, is the ability to visit a job site and bid on the job after you see the true conditions you're dealing with. So a perfect example is there's a job in this game called Clean the Firehouse, and in the picture you don't see that behind the firehouse is a huge 5-story or more training tower that's also included in the price that they're offering. You have no ability to bid on the price. You have no ability to just ignore the job. You're led by the nose. This is your next job, and you will do it, and you will like it. I kind of like the way that Lawnmower Simulator does it, where you can just pick a job and you can't bid on the job there, but some of these jobs I would have been like, okay, you need basically 10 times that offer before I would even consider doing this. So we got a lot of heavy duty stuff on here that remains, but if you notice, the drill head itself is 99% clean. So what we're going to do is we're going to just hit some hardcore stuff with the smallest or the heaviest, tightest. See, and then we just got credit for getting enough dirt there. So that's all cool and stuff. But interestingly enough, this stole is part of the equipment. This ladder here is not. This is part of the garage map, if you will. But this stole is supposed to be an independent static mesh object within the game world. In every other instance, when I had the fan in here to clean it, the bicycle in here to clean it, other things, I was able to move this stole around. But interestingly enough, I cannot interact with this stole this time around. So I literally have to jump on top of this thing. Nice mole machine. Yeah, he says the guy that texted me about the job, and that's how I get jobs in the game. I just get text messages, which I cannot respond to. I kind of like how they also do it in Schedule 1, the new drug dealing simulator game, where you get a text message like, hey, I want to buy this. You can actually, in the text message system of that game, negotiate a price, accept the deal, schedule a time. You can't do any of that stuff in this game. It's literally, there's no response to any text message at all. It's you get it, and that's your next job, and you will do it, and you will like it. So again, I would like to see them. Oh, we do have a drain model. How did I miss that the last time we were here? Interesting. I would like to see them model something like that in the game, because they could learn a lot from that solo developer that's running that drug game. I don't have it yet because I'm a sale whore on Steam. It could be the best game in the world, and I'll wait for it to be patched 30 times and get a bunch of free content and be on the lowest price Steam sale ever before I'll pick it up. That's the real reason why my Steam library is loaded as fuck. If I never bought another, this is all first world problems, I understand that. I'm not bitching, not complaining, because people in this world are not as fortunate as I am. I get that. If I never bought another game ever, and I played every game religiously for 8 hours a day, I still don't think I could complete all of them. I don't have thousands of games. I'm at like, I don't know, maybe 400-ish, but so there's two games I'm trying to literally power through, no pun intended. One of them is Power Wash Simulator. Is another game, totally not a simulator. It's called Atlas Fallen. I'm trying to power through the co-op of that with my brother. That's a game that I don't see myself playing a second time or doing a second run through in. Much like this is a game that I would imagine that once you've done it once, there's really nothing more to see here. Not knocking the game or being disparaging. They do have additional content. The other thing too is I'm not going to be, you only have 30 games. That's very reasonable. Good on you for doing that. Not being irresponsible with your credit card like I am in Steam Sales. The other thing too is a lot of I'm not going to 100% this game. And the reason why I'm not going to 100% this game is because a lot of the Steam achievements are unique things. Like if I was in a skate park and there was a soccer ball, it was sitting in like one of the bowls in the skate park, and I used a pressure washer to blast the ball out of the bowl, and I get a Steam achievement for that, for literally doing just that. I'm not completing the job, but literally doing just that. So there's tons of gimmicky Steam achievements in this title that are in maps that I would have to replay. Probably not have to replay to completion, but have to go there specifically to do it. There's also a lot that are clean this thing first kind of things that you would have never thought, wow, this would be a Steam achievement. And then, obviously, like almost all games that want to smash their content down the user's face, a lot of the Steam achievements to get 100% on this game are tied to their paid DLC, like Wallace and Gromit and Warhammer and that kind of shit. So yeah, I'm going to just do the base game of this, and I think I'm going to move on to another sim. I don't know if it's going to be American Truck Simulator, because for some reason I'm not digging the driving model of that game at the moment. Business model seems okay. Alright, so I got that one, that real sheer. So I'm missing a little something on this. Haven't got that one yet. Sounds like an auto cap plane. We've got a spec somewhere on this. Oh, the outer ring. Gotcha. Alright, that one look. Rear fuselage. So the rear fuselage is going to be a single item. Yeah, 99% clean. So it's probably going to be this little speck here. Yeah, we've just got the rear fuselage. Rear shielding. Am I good with the rear shielding? Real gripper. We should be good with the shielding. Yeah, we're 8 of 8 on the shielding, so we don't need to be back here anymore. Front gripper. Again, we're not necessarily going to be going for perfection here. What we're going is for total surface area. I think we're down to 97 or 98% on this front gripper. 96%.
YouTube Music app can sense what you like. The moment you open the app, try 1 month free.
Sorry about the commercial. I'm just too cheap to pay for Spotify, so I'm using the free version. What's interesting is it's going to let me clean just the outer threads without rotating what's on the opposite side. And the reason I point that out is because the game in the circus carousel, the horse carousel, did make me turn on the carousel to rotate the rod so I can get the hidden part. This one's being a little picky, I will give it that. There we go, hit it just right. Might as well do the opposite side now that I know that's a thing. Alright, so the wheels should be done. What are you doing back there, cat? I hear you. Would make sense that around the fasteners and screws that it would be much worse. So we're at 89% clean. Yeah, we've got some tread issues we're gonna have to deal with. I'm gonna go with the short wand and the 15-degree nozzle here. Get close enough where I can get sufficient force to not have to do multiple passes. Close with them, then you can't hit it. Hold on. Excuse me. What am I doing? I don't want cap lock. On my screen it looks like I'm hitting that shit, but I'm not. We're gonna take the Stendo wand off. Why am I not getting that clean? Alright, let's go. I need a slightly better color. We're going to go with blue here. Maybe not so better, but... I think pink might be the best color. Or is it just because it's so heavily caked on here? Alright, we're gonna go with pink.
On the YouTube Music app, you can bump your fave songs in the background, while you do stuff in the foreground.
Yeah, there it is, right there. Yep. Alright, I'm already skipping my trying to do realistic. I'm at 94% cleaned on this job. It's kind of scary because the other job that I had on the board was the highest paying job to date, $1,500. And that scares me because this game notoriously cheats you as the business entrepreneur that I am out of a fair wage for the job. So if it's $1,500, it's probably going to be truly $100,000 job. So I don't know if I'm going to start that this stream or right at 7 o'clock. I might be going in with Fallen tonight. We don't get that much to do here. Yep, we got all that done. Nice. Wheel drive. Wheel drive. Get the wheel done. The wheel drive's not done. Alright, so the wheel's not done. So the drill tip, I'm missing something on the drill tip. Let me get that done tonight. Let's just go with the total surface area play here. Got that, so now we just need the drill tip. Yep, right there. There we go, extra cleaning liquid in stock. Not interested because your cleaning liquid is just ass. So, how much did we make off of this job? Not enough money. Hey there, Uther, what's up, buddy? Happy Friday to you. Let's give you a shout out because I can. That is a tremendous job, Dirt Finder. You may have earned yourself some lucrative future contract work. Congratulations. Well, F you, homeowner that has a mysterious underground drill in your garage. You've only paid me $250 on what I would have bid as a $2,000 job. Again, the game has this weird thing where they have two financial columns, value versus earned. It's not clear what the difference is, but in this case there is a $75 difference, even though each line item matches up. So this reminds me a lot of DFAS, the Defense Finance Accounting System, where you could look at two sets of identical numbers and have two different results, and surprise, I'm from the government, I'm here to help you. So, yeah, why there is some phantom 75 additional dollars in value or in the earned column compared to the value column. If I were to put this into an Excel spreadsheet, Microsoft would say you're an idiot, because the two things cannot be true. So there's a hidden, I don't know if you want to call it a tip, a signing bonus, here's some money on the side, don't tell the government that I have this drilling machine in my garage kind of thing. I don't know what's going on here. How am I doing? I am doing just peachy fine. I have no complaints. I'm a dude that's streaming on Twitch, playing a simulator game with a pressure washer. And somehow my Spotify, no, not my Spotify, my YouTube royalty-free metal music expired.
On the YouTube music.
We'll go with this. And the whole reason I'm playing this is because this game, Car Wash Simulator, does not have music per se. So I'm going to be honest, this job here, clean the treehouse, $1,550. That is the highest paying job that's been in this game, to my knowledge. That will give us enough funds, though, to get the best pressure washer in the game. Holy shit, you typed that out like you know exactly what it is. Earned value equals percent of completed work times budget at completion. Stop 100% a job and see if there's a... Well, I can't stop at 100% of a job because as soon as that last piece of dirt is cleared, that tells that last piece of inventory that it's clean and all 100% of the items show as clean, then the game auto completes the job. I would have to literally stop at 99% on one last item because that's as good as it's going to get before, and not be able to complete the job. No, you can't. You can abandon. I think you can abandon the job, but you can save a job and come back to it. So as you see, on clean the treehouse and clean the temple, you have these 4 or 5 dark blue stars above the payout, and you only get those stars. You build the stars as you progress through the work. But if you abandon it, I don't think you get any. So like for right now, I have 110 stars because I have 5-star completed every job the game's thrown at me. But I will take your statement under advisement because you clearly seem to know what you're talking about. Budget at completion. I just don't understand why that would not be. So the $0 is because I haven't taken the job and haven't done a lick of the work yet, so I've earned nothing on the job. The $1,550 is the budget at completion, I take it. So that's what it's telling me. So it's telling me that I'm going to walk away from this job with $1,550. I'm going to walk away from this job at $750 if I'm not completely malingering what you're stating there. Can you estimate a job? No, sadly not. You can't bid on a job. The way it works is you're led by the nose. So these 2 jobs came up during a previous job where I literally, while I was doing some other job, received a text message that, one, not only could I not reply to the text message that assigned me a next job or next potential job, I couldn't bid on it. I don't have the option to go out and see how involved it is and say, oh, hell no. So like I play another game called Lawnmower Simulator where you have literally a map of a town with different jobs and you can visually say, well, yeah, I'll do this job, I'll do that job. And you can ignore it. And if you ignore it, that job will eventually go away. And it's not like that new drug dealer simulator game called Schedule 1 where when you get your text messages, hey, can I have a dime bag of whatever, that you can actually negotiate a price. There is no price negotiation modeled in this game at all, which I think was kind of a miss. I mean, the game does what it needs to do. It's got overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam for a reason. It doesn't need to be a business
While you do stuff in the foreground.
incubator simulator. It does what it does, but I think in a future iteration like Power Wash 2, they need to be able to bring into things that you have to complete the job in a specific allotted amount of time. I have not had a timer yet, and it kind of scares me that you would mention that because some of these jobs are just total bullshit. They also have something in the game which is a load of horseshit called cleaning liquids. This shit's $10 a bottle. It does work, but it only lasts for like 2 minutes maximum. And it's better to just stick with the pressure washer with pure water and just brute force it than to spend literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars in cleaner. It doesn't last worth a dip. So like right now, I am saving up to buy the best pressure washer in the game, the Prime Vista Pro. It's $5,000. It used to be gated at 90 star rating. I'm far beyond that now. I'm at 110 star rating. So I could buy it. I just don't have the money. I'm at $37.95. Part of the problem that I don't have the money is earlier in the game, I was buying these liquids thinking that, okay, well, that's what the game wants me to do. No, I'm not spending any money. Water cost is not modeled in the game at all. So I don't know if I'm using a tanker that I'm pulling with my van, which does not appear in the game at all, or I'm using the customer's water. Buy one thing and see if the dollars are different. Well, if I'm going to do that, it's going to definitely be metal cleaner. So metal cleaner for 1 liter is $10. I'm currently at $37.95. If I buy that, I drop down to $37.85. All right. You know what? I don't know if I want to start a job that I'm not going to complete on stream. Or even streaming for almost an hour, and I would like to contain it. Everything I stream ends up on YouTube as a mod. Because Twitch is no longer what it used to be in terms of people being able to watch history. And fun fact, these Power Wash simulator VODs that eventually get exported to YouTube from Twitch are the highest viewed content that I have on my so let's go back and look at this one. Clean the van. This was the very first job in the game. It was $50 value earned, or $50 value versus 150 earned, but you're saying this 150 is budgeted completion? Because every one of these missions are like this. Some of them are different though, like say this one is only a $50 difference, whereas this one's a $75 difference, that one's a $150 difference. So yeah, you got that kind of thing. Can you use that when washing? Yes. There's a, what is it? So if I take my pressure washer, I have extension wands to it, and then I also have what's called soap nozzles. Soap nozzles are modeled in the game. There's 4 different soap nozzles. So right now I have the best soap nozzle for the best pressure washer is this one, which I already own it. It's marked owned. And you have to have this, and then you put the cleaner in it, but you have no ability to tweak the output of the cleaner. You have no ability to affect a preferred mix, if you will. Not that I know what I'm talking about, but so yeah, so if I were to buy that $10 bottle of metal cleaner, won't last $2. Can use that if bought. Yes, clothing is cosmetic only. So this is gloves summer 2024. This is all $0. There's no reason for me not to buy this stuff. Thank you for pointing that out. I'll buy that. Out summer 2024. It's Christmas, obviously. Oh, thank you for bringing that up. I didn't even think of that. Obviously, there's not going to be any free cleaning. There was one piece of free equipment. I remember. Modifications, we'll get that. Get that. I look like a candy striper. So how do I change? Menu. I'm in the menu. I want to change my clothes. Options. What are the options? Graphics. No, it wouldn't be that. How do I change my clothes? There was actually a really good game that I played that did a really good job of exactly that, tracking what you spend versus what you make. It was a game called, oh god, this was years and years ago. This was back when video games were still sold on CDs and or DVDs and shit. It was a game called Deadliest Catch Alaskan Storm, and it was licensed content from the Discovery Channel show Deadliest Catch. It was a fantastic fishing simulator that if you knew anything about the show, you knew immediately how to play the game. It had all the boats in it, like Cornelia Marie modeled in it with all the characters like Jake and modeled their drug problems, which I thought was, holy shit, how are you not going to get a defamation lawsuit out of this? They went hard in the paint with it. That had such a behind-the-scenes economic model that worked up into a point. And the up into the point was when you were getting close to improving your ship with everything upgrade you possibly could, then at a certain point you started to notice that the numbers weren't matching up anymore. That you would pick a hull of crab and sell it, and then it just, the numbers, it was like the game became corrupted or something, and sadly enough it was no longer developed, and apparently I guess it's classified as abandonware now, because I mean, who the fuck has a optical drive in their computer anymore? I still have the game. I would have to get an external optical drive to do that. What I'm trying to figure out is how do I change my clothing? My job's complete. I haven't finished it yet. Can I change my clothing from this menu? Am I done? How do I end this job? In progress, completed. Alright, clean the drill is showing completed. But why am I still here? Open the tablet to continue. It doesn't. That's really weird. What am I doing wrong? I'm going to try something. I'm going to quit that. I'm going to restart the game and see where it puts me at. Alright, so now I have nothing in the background. Career, continue, completed. You know, maybe I'm just being stupid and I've never noticed that before, that I was always left in. How do I wear something? This is owned, but how do I wear it? Because I can't wear two pairs of gloves at the same time. Well, I give up. I am going to Google this. How to change clothes in Power Wash Simulator. Change outfits and gloves in Power Wash Simulator. Access the customization menu by pressing Equip button. Keypad. Oh, you gotta be in mission to do this. In mission, okay. Well, I need the $5 grand to buy the best pressure washer, but now that I looked at the stats earlier on this is what I currently have now. The Prime Vista 3000 Surface is 1 tick away from being full. The Prime Vista Pro goes up that 1 tick. But then you have the cascading or the stair-stepping of dirt difficulty. So what I currently have is 3 ticks away from full. This gets me 2 more ticks away for encrusted, but it's not going to be perfect for all things. So even though this is the best, it is what it is. So I do need to... Oh, we're going to go back to the menu. Is my weather on yet? Are we doing... We might be doing Atlas Fallen tonight. The other thing too is, other than the pressure washer, I'm not going to see the outfit because there is no third person. I won't even see my glove model. The only place that you see that at the end of the game. Yeah, here it is. This is how you do it. Extension clothing. So even though I picked up the free power washer overlay, so I can put on the winter outfit and wear this. So I just got a Steam achievement: equip a new outfit, gloves, and washer modification at the same time. I didn't equip a washer modification, so that Steam achievement is bullshit. I only did 2 of the 3. So even though I seen I don't know what you mean by scene. Change Windows scene. There is no way to change scene. There's no third-person view in this game that I'm aware of. So the only place that I'm ever going to see that glove or that outfit is going to be in the after-action video. So I do have a soccer ball on site, and I do have 2 scaffoldings, which is interesting, but no ladder. Oh, and I've done fucked up. I've lost the soccer ball. So if there's a Steam achievement related to the soccer ball in this particular map, I've already done fucked myself. Alright, so we have 3 scaffoldings. There's no garden. False walls galore. Ugh. Get the fuck out of Dodge, bro. Oh, now I'm starting to see why. Oh, here's my ladder. Okay. Alright, cool. Now I'm starting to see why this job is the highest paying job. Because this level of dirt is just beyond. You can see even with, I gotta do multiple passes just to get that clean. And I'm not going to be paying $10 for the cleaning liquid. I'm just gonna brute force this. I'm not digging the pink anymore. We're gonna go back to the default orange. See how that works here. Again, we only need a percentage done. We don't have to get to every single spot. Whoa, wait a minute. Roof cap.
YouTube is the only place
Seriously?
to watch Coachella, live from the comfort of your living room or wherever you are. And with
That's the
multi-view,
roof, which
you
is
can
different
watch
than
up
the
to
roof
4
cap.
stages at the same time.
How is
Watch
this?
now, only on YouTube. See you there.
Oh, this whole fucking assembly is the roof cap. Oh, so fuck that. I'm not gonna be. I'm just going for straight total surface area here. So, and this is another bullshit mission where you're going to need to spend a metric butt ton on cleaning fluids just to get it done. So the fact that it's the highest paying mission in the game is just, it's ridiculous. If I do put my short extension wand on this, I might. Alright, so there I can actually see my Christmas gloves. That's kind of cool, actually. Now that I have an extension wand on it, so it's more like a first person soaker now. So this whole fucking thing is the roof cap. Okay. Yeah, this is... I'm not going to be able to finish this job on stream tonight because this is just so freaking involved. We're just going for total surface area, not perfection. Be right back, alright? That's the roof. Oh, I'm almost done with the roof cap, so this only one part of the roof cap, okay. So we don't need to get all of it, we just need to get a certain percentage of it. Yeah, we're almost done with this first cap. I think we're gonna get a good amount of credit on this. Yep, we just got a good amount of credit. We didn't have to hard wash all that shit off. That's pretty amazing. We're only 1% done on this job. Holy shit. If I would have come on site at this job, I would have never taken it for the payout. I mean, I would have had to have been desperate and have been using the customer's water. Shit, I have to give one of my pets their medicine, so I'm gonna have to be right back. Oh, and I'm sitting here fucking streaming like my buddy Uther with just the mini screen on. I didn't go full screen like this, which I should have done. Noob streamer alert. Alright, so I need to be right back.
Do it all with ad-free listening, song downloads, and more on the YouTube Music app.
Hey, Undo Control, how's it going, buddy? Hopefully you're having a fantastic weekend. Oh, I need to get my BRB back off the screen. Cracking a fresh beer. Cheers, everyone. Happy weekend. Oh, only 2% done on this monster freaking job. And we're not trying to be perfect here. We're just getting mass surface area done. In fact, I think I'm going to take off this and go to the stubby gun and just see what a single pass of the white nozzle will do. So there's obviously only one roof, and we are currently, not obviously, there can be multiple roofs if there's multiple buildings. Yes, and there's 4 different roofs, so we're only on one roof, so it's 30% done. So I am not trying to be perfect and get every single nook and cranny because the game doesn't require that. There's some type of background calculation that occurs that when you hit a sweet spot, no pun intended, it will just auto-complete that item for you and clean whatever remaining dirt there is. So I'm literally just spraying and praying here in this first-person soaker. You can see how much I'm missing. I'm fine with that because I'm just going for total surface area. Was there a free DLC just added? There may have been. I'm pretty much sure I picked up all the free DLC on the Steam store page, and I just earlier, because Uber pointed it out to me, did notice that there were free things in the store I hadn't claimed yet. And not when I say store, not the Steam store. What I meant was this in-game store where you can get like free clothing. Like I get the free summer gloves and the free Christmas gloves. So I picked those up. So in terms of DLC that would be on the Steam store page, yes, I think there was something that was free. And I think I grabbed it. What it was, I'm not 100% sure. You know what? Can I do this? Yeah, I can do that. I can come over here to Steam on my other monitor. Let's see what I want to do here. Steam, Power Wash. But what I don't want to do is sign into Steam. Store page. Well, fudge. There are a number, thank you for pointing that out, Undo Control. There are currently 1, 2, 3 things that are free on the Steam store page that I don't have. Muckingham Files Part 5, Ice Rink Winter 2024, Halloween Seasonal 2024. I don't have those. I have all the other free stuff. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. See where we're at with the one roof. %82 done. Interesting. So I think this whole thing is going to count as one roof, maybe instead of 4. But I don't know that to be the case. I could be dealing with 4 roofs here because I don't see a dividing line between what it's counting as one item and another. So like right there, I am now at. How does this not stay sorted? I'm at 87%, yeah. Did my royalty-free music on YouTube end again? So we are going to go and, yep, our royalty-free music on
Pet.
YouTube ended again. Royalty-free metal. I don't need to see you. Stop it. I don't want to see your stupid commercial. I don't know if this is royalty-free. I'm going to take a risk on that. Alright. We'll go with that. And the reason why I'm playing this is because the game has music, but it's very map-orientated situational music, like carousel music playing in the circuits only when the horse carousel was actually moving. Alright, so yeah, so these are different roofs, and how I can tell now is I'm looking in this, in the top left it says roof, and just under the R and the O is you can see that there's a little white line. That's how much remains that need to be cleaned. But if I transition to this roof, that value changes versus this one. So yeah. So just got credit for that. So we're done with that roof. We just need to get this roof now. What roof is this? Is this all one roof? Yeah, this is all one roof here. Okay. So I just need to hit the big nasties. I think we're about ready to get this completed if we can just go around this side. Oh, there's a lot of shit here, damn. No! Have we got all the roofs done? No, we got 2 of 4 roofs done. We're at 99%. So this one. Yeah, I see it here. Alright. This one. By the way, thank you guys for stopping in and hanging out. I do appreciate it. That was awful nice of you. Alright, so I think we're done with the roofs. So we are done with the roofs. Alright, so that's a good starting point. We're 8% done with this job. So there's really no reason for us to be up here other than this stuff. The fascia. Get the stuff from the fascia that we can see. What the hell is my mouse bumping into? Did I see the marathon reveal? I didn't. If you're talking about the actual proper like release, no. I have seen a lot of YouTube content and actually watched some of it that have been unkind to it, I should say. My older brother that I do a lot of co-op gaming with, Concord 2.0, so I kind of see where you're going with that, maybe. Not to be presumptuous. My brother that I play a lot of co-op games with says that Marathon was actually the alpha game for Destiny 2. And I'm like, what? I never heard anything such a thing. And he swears up and down that this Marathon, he says it's the exact same ugly ass character models that they had for Destiny 2 before they before it became what it is. So if he's correct on that, that means Marathon is nothing more than just regurgitated content that Bungie rolled out of their fucking Windows 7 days and said, here, let's sell this. To me, it looks like AI-generated slop. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, the character models are hideous. It's not what sells to people who want to play first-person shooters. I don't think. It just looks hideous. And yes, I think it is a Concord 2.0. And if I'm not mistaken, Concord was the end of the studio that developed it. I think they have already gone out of business or have already been shut down. Which is, I mean, basically that is going out of business. I mean, if your patron says no moss, you're done. But then again, of course, with everything, you're going to have the rage, the internet ragers. The people that were never going to buy the game or play the game anyway are telling you via virtue signaling how evil white racist you are for not buying pre-ordering the most expensive version of the game, the Rainbow Warrior Deluxe Pack, when they themselves don't even fucking play video games. They just sit in their fucking one-bedroom apartment and send faxes extorting companies. We will brigade your reviews if you don't hire Sweet Baby Inc. to consult and turn your thing into the message. It's selling androgynous character models that sell better than Concord, but hard to see such a niche market share become profitable, especially with such a risky art style. I don't know about that. I think Borderlands did fine. Borderlands is obviously not the same art style, but kind of in that hemisphere of maybe not cartoonish, but stylized. Yeah, they never buy shit. They don't. All they do is sit on the sidelines and fucking harp. Net negative to society, zero redeeming social value to the gaming culture. Culture at large, actually, if I'm being fair. I'm being kind. Because they hate their lives so much, they have to make everybody else's lives miserable. And one guaranteed way of doing that is to invade people's escapes, video games, and make them just absolutely as miserable as their existence. And then to them, that's some type of victory. It's a mental illness, honestly. I think it is. No, I'm not a clinical psychologist, and no, I did not stay at Holiday Inn last night, but that's my two things. I'm just like, if you're telling me how evil I am for not purchasing a game, yet you yourself don't even have a fucking Steam profile, let alone have purchased a single game, shut the fuck up. Thinks I have some stuff up here I'm gonna have to get. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring the ladder over here. Yep, right there. Projection of their vapid, godless, soulless misery. Yeah, the modern audience. The modern audiences, they want to shape it. They try to hall, monitor, and care and please using manipulative emotional appeals that are all BS. Which really makes me wonder. There's a game out right now called South of Midnight or South of Force Shit or something like that. That apparently one of these DEI fucking leftovers fucking consulted on to make it like representative of the white Christian male hate culture that exists. Which, by the way, is completely 100% government sanctioned, or at least it was under the prior administration. And there's, first of all, you know a game's going to suck balls when when IGN and PC Gamer give it 10 out of 10 fucking ratings or some horse shit like that. Something on this door I'm missing. There it is right there. I'm gonna just go ahead and save the game. 12% done. I don't know if I'm gonna get this one necessarily done tonight. This is a huge freaking job.
Dark Cabinet Studios.
Oh yeah, South of Midnight, is that what it's called? I don't know if that's what I said or not, but yes, that's exactly the one I'm referring to. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't know which YouTuber I watched indicated this, but I think they're actually featured in the credits of that game. As if they contributed something to it. Well, they did. They contributed to ruining the game. Stinky baby game, of course. Then it sounds like crap. You're the racist and bigoted one if it's not succeeding. So, well, yeah. I mean, it's no longer enough not to buy the game and suck the tit of liberalism. You got to buy the Super Deluxe. You got to pre-order the Super Deluxe Ultra Woke version of it. And if you don't at least have that fucking forum symbol that you've already taken out a second mortgage to fucking basically bankroll their horseshit, you're excoriated for not being part of the in-crowd. Yet, these are the very same people who bitch, moan, and cry when they lose their job for fucking going on some unhinged fucking racist rant. About how unfair it is and the fight to patriarchy and whatever horseshit that is. It's the same mentality where you launch all those fucking bimbos up into fucking the clouds and call them astronauts. It's like zero redeeming social value whatsoever. You're not fucking fooling anyone. It's just one big fucking circle jerk. Nice looking deck, actually. Damn, bro, still washing shit? Yes, I am. I started another job, and it's a treehouse. It's actually the highest paying job in the game, but as I was mentioning earlier, had the game allowed me to come on scene and observe, I would have never accepted this job for what they're offering. I would have bid probably 10 times the amount. And what's the amount they're going to pay me? $1,450. Yeah. No. This will definitely not be completed on stream tonight. I'll have to save this and break this up into 2 different VODs on YouTube. So again, it would be nice if they did a Power Wash Simulator 2 that they would go a little bit more into the management, business sim management aspect of it, and allow me as the Power Wash entrepreneur to at least reject the job. I mean, I shouldn't be led through the nose and have to do this just to advance the single player campaign. But I have no choice in the matter. It's good to have a reasonable discussion with another one, not indoctrinated into the cult. Cheers, Ranger. Cool. Cheers. I am drinking. It's called Miller High Life, or in French, it means not old German. So, cheers. So, PC, are we doing Atlas Fallen tonight? And if so, I would like to stream it. But what I'm going to do is actually stop streaming this if we're going to do it when you're ready, so I can cut this up into 2 distinct VODs. Because this job here, I'm only 15% done with this. So, I don't think my brother's still in here. Let me go over to Discord. Alright, if you're, yeah, give it a bit. Okay, I'm in Discord voice chat right now, just so you're aware. Let me know. I'm going to keep doing this until you're ready to go, and then I'm going to need probably maybe 5 minutes. Holy shit. What the hell did they do to this treehouse? To stop the stream, export it to YouTube, all that happy stuff, and then start the next one. I actually tried to play Atlas Fallen a little bit earlier tonight. I didn't do that raid. I went and tried to do something else, and it was not good. It was actually quite ugly. For Treehouse, this is damn sure starting to look like a church. So yeah, being able to bid on jobs and actually being able to refuse a job. I don't even not mind if they model like reviews, Google reviews, like PC Building Simulator models Google reviews. Just as long as I had the opportunity to just say, hell no. I gotta be missing this top rung right here. Where's my ladder at? Upper house trim. Oh no, wait a minute. This. What am I missing on this fucking window frame? No! Oh man, I would have died if this scaffolding wasn't here. Gotta fucking get back up this and oh, I'm stuck. Right. No, unfortunately I can't go in third person. The best thing that I can do is I can add a extension wand to my power washer, and then you can see my hand. I'm wearing a Christmas glove right now because I just found it free in the store. You can see my hand on the extension, so that would make this a first-person soaker as I'm aiming down the sights. But if I go to the stubby gun, then no, my hand disappears. I am missing something on this window frame. What is it? I gotta change to something a little bit more obvious. Options, we're gonna change from default orange to white highlight color. Alright, so that frame's done. That frame's done. This frame has something that hasn't been hit yet, so I can't see it. I'm just going to spray and pray. Oh, get out of here. Come on. It had to have been on the bottom there.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and the YouTube Music app all together. One subscription, 2 apps. Try 1 month free.
This makes it look like a freaking Super 8 motel after a crime scene with the ultraviolet light. Is that semen or is that blood? I don't know, Bob. I want to get out of here. All these people had to do was get a garden hose up here maybe once a week or something. But as it stands now, you need to basically get a tetanus shot to visit this treehouse. I mean, this is riskier than COVID. I like the deck though, it actually looks pretty decent. Money have I made so far? Well, I'm at 4,000. I might actually. I've only earned $264 on this job, so I still have roughly 1,100 to go. I can hit the $5,000 mark. I already have a 110 star rating to buy the best power washer in the game, and that's this Professional Duty Prime Vista Pro. I might actually be able to buy that during this mission. Again, I'm not going to be able to complete this mission tonight because I'm only 18% done. So this is going to be a work in progress. That's just going to be definitely stretched out over a couple of odds. But I need to stop doing this shit here. I need to try to do it as realistically as possible. Top to bottom. And I say that because water runoff is something that's not modeled in the game. You could literally start from the bottom and work to the top and you would still get 100% completion if you hit everything. Or the percentage the game's looking for. Alright, so that sun hitting there is not working for me because we need to change the color again. We're going to go for blue. There we go. I can give you some missing link facts based on what I've found so far if you like. Well, thanks for the text message, but the game will not allow me to respond to your text message. I have no control over what you're going to give me or tell me. Whereas in Schedule 1, the drug dealing simulator, I can actually negotiate prices, quantity, delivery locations, pickup times, everything through a text message app. I can even turn you down if I think you're a cop. There we go. What you doing, buddy? What you doing, buddy? Alright, so that was getting a little... Honestly, that was getting a little picky there. That was a very small portion that I had missed. I can't even imagine how something could get this. Well, I watch YouTube. I do see that there are places like this in the world. I need to be kind. I have not seen a park in this condition before. I've seen some parks that have been in some questionable states, but not as bad as this. This is just abject neglect. Alright, so lower house trim. So I'm thinking this lower house trim is a continuous piece. What I'd like to do, depending on the timing of when we do Atlas Fallen tonight, is be able to complete not maybe the top deck, but the top building portion.
For the ones who get it done,
Somehow we got up to
Parts is the
23%
one you need now,
clean. That's
and
the
the best
best thing.
partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional grade supplies for every industry, even hard to
Let's skip
find
that.
products.
Let's go back to the royalty-free metal. can't imagine that some of the velocity of these pressure washers would just not be absolutely wrecking these windows. What, buddy? Where you at? Come here. What? Okay. It's okay. It's okay. You wanna watch Daddy do some pressure washing? Come on, Bubby. Am I done with this? No, window frame. Yeah, I gotta do pressure washing because people are filthy. Did I get everything here? Yeah, I think I did. What's up, I'm walking in this shit.
This is
Well,
Fred. Fred runs
Just a tick above a quarter done.
their business very
Very
seriously.
cool. I think when we get this top part done here, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream, export it to YouTube for the VOD.
Wait, hold on. No, this is a serious guy.
My bad, though. I'll just put these back.
Straight up to serious commercial insurance with Geico.
All right, so think.
Home is where your couch and your Wi-Fi are. Great two-day shipping. You can order your Wi-Fi early.
We don't need to focus on that.
As
We're
soon
gonna
as your
save
couch
that
hits your
for.
door. Get T-Mobile 5G home internet for just $50 a month.
Eves. We're missing something on the eaves. Get the eaves done, nice. We're not done with this? Where is it? There we go.
Check one, check two.
Check, check.
Hey, what's this bullshit about Aaron Rodgers?
Just so you know, I'm still streaming on Twitch. I'm getting ready to wrap up. I don't know what you mean by this bullshit about Aaron Rodgers. Did something change that I don't know about in the last 24 hours? The only thing...
No, I'm talking what you sent me.
Oh,
What was
that there was some fucking secret meeting between him and the Steelers. Yeah, yeah, let's go ahead.
Didn't happen.
No, it did. I think it did happen. We're gonna go ahead and save this. Let me go ahead and wrap up the stream real quick. Uther, thank you very much for stopping in. Whoever just made the cheap viewers on Steambo.com, you're gonna get fucking banned because you're a human piece of shit with zero redeeming social value. So fuck you and fuck you hard all weekend. So yeah, there's that. There's Discord. Feel free to join my Discord so I can fucking ban you from there too, you fucking retard.
Whoa,
there's
bro, what
Twitter.
happened?
Just people fucking bombing my fucking stream right at the fucking end. That happens because Twitch is just notoriously bad about keeping fucking spammers out of streams. They don't fucking care. So I'll be banning that pussy. Actually, I'm gonna do it right now. Let's see. Ban. See ya. He was like a mentor to me. So there's Discord, there's Twitch. I'm on it every single day. I am going to try to be back here in a few minutes. Maybe streaming Atlas Fallen. If not, I'll be picking this job up again. Just need to make double sure I'm saving it. Uther, thank you very much for stopping in on Do Control PC. I appreciate it. Everybody have a fantastic and safe weekend. I will catch you later. Ranger out.